that's coming in this hour is that there's been a consensus on most issues in the Land Acquisition Bill. We are getting in Rashid Alvi now.
और फिर कानून बनाया जाए। एक बहुत ऐतिहासिक बिल है जिससे किसानों को बहुत फायदा पहुंचेगा। इसलिए सरकार कोशिश कर रही है कि तमाम राजनीतिक दलों से मशवरा करके एक राय बनाई जाए, इत्तेफाक राय पैदा की जाए और हमें उम्मीद है कि एक राय बनाने में हम कामयाब होंगे और बहुत मुमकिन है कि इसी सेशन के अंदर इस बिल को इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिया जाए। दूसरा सवाल
सर, वो जेडीयू और
एनडीए का एलआई है। जेडीयू और भारतीय जनता पार्टी दोनों के दोनों एनडीए के मेंबर हैं।
Alright, let's just take you through that news that's now coming in. A consensus has been reached on most issues in the Land Acquisition Bill that's expected to be taken up in the second half of this budget session of Parliament. The BJP says the government has agreed to 11 of its 12 suggestions, but some sticking points still remain. Let's find out more from CNN-IBN's Pallavi Ghosh, who's joining us. Pallavi, get us the details. What are the sticking points that still remain?
See, there are two important sticking points, and that's the whole irony of it. While the government and the opposition seems to be claiming that a near consensus has been achieved, the government plans to take it up for discussion and passage in the budget session of Parliament, which begins on 22nd. But the sticking points are so tough that it may be very, very difficult actually to come to some kind of an agreement on the floor of the House. It's two essential points. This is something which both the left and the Trinamool Congress has been raising, that what is going to be the definition of the word affected persons. They want all the affected persons, and the government's argument is very simple, Ananya. It could actually throw up legal hurdles in the implementation of the land bill. And the second sticky point, of course, remains is about the land which has been acquired by the state governments. The government today at this meeting, of course, pointed out to most of the opposition leaders that it will be very difficult for the central government to step in this case because it's an issue which is really concerned as far as the state government is concerned. But at the end of the day, what the government is really banking on is the fact that this is a very politically loaded bill, and no political party would be seen as going against the bill, because at the end of the day, the land bill is always seen as something which is favoring the farmers, and certainly no political party, particularly the BJP, would want to hurt the farmer vote back.
Pallavi, does this mean that this bill is going to get a smooth passage when it's taken up in this budget session of Parliament?
But it hasn't in the past, you know. I mean, what happens is that one cannot, of course, say for sure that whether it's going to be completely a smooth passage. But yes, certain that near consensus seems likely. The possibility or the probability of the bill finally seeing the light of the day are extremely high. So, and for the government, this is extremely crucial because they are again viewing this as a game changer, and that's the reason why the government really has been pushing in. But ironically and lastly, Ananya, the division is not just within the opposition; it's also within the government itself. At the cabinet meeting where this bill was first taken up, there were different points of view which came across among the various ministers of the Congress party. But this is a bill which is seen as extremely close to both Sonia and Rahul Gandhi, and that's the reason perhaps why the Congress and the government wants to push ahead with this bill.